Hey everybody. Alright, so out here checking a few more things on the Camaro. Cut out a few more of those little bubbles I had just to see what's going on. And this one, I can't say for sure. I took the paint off and kind of looked underneath. I mean, obviously there's a little surface rust. This is the one I did originally. This one as well, can't really say for sure. But this one, I actually see what looks like, and this is the chunk right here that came out. It smells like that glazing putty that we used to use. When I say we, I think most guys that did tinkered with cars, did body work, whatever you want to call it, tinkered with body work, years ago probably used that stuff. Like I said, this was probably 25 plus years ago. And a buddy of mine that does a lot of car stuff, I'd say probably 10 years ago or something, I was working on, I think, another first generation Camaro or something, and I don't recall what the project was, but anyways, I had told him I was going to use some spot putty because I had some pinholes, and he told me, don't use that red lead stuff, he goes, because it never dries. And I'm thinking, that's kind of what seems like happened here. Like, this did not dry, and maybe just over the years with hot and cold, you know, kind of caused it to expand, contract, all that good stuff. Might have been what caused it to bubble out. Because like I said, you can see remnants of the red there. And I smell it, put it to my nose, and it smells just like red lead. So I'm kind of thinking some of these might be, that might be the issue. Some of this other stuff, like I said, you can see rust underneath. And I'm not sure if I see like a little bit of red lead in there or not, but that's pretty thick right there too. So I don't know. Just trying to figure out what happened. So hopefully when I redo it this time, whatever mistake I made, I can correct and not have an issue with this ever again. So I think what I'm going to do is get out the that Eastwood surface grinding prep tool thing. I did a video on it a couple of years back probably. Start stripping this panel down. Kind of kills me to do it, but at the same time, like I said, I want to get this thing done and hopefully done properly and looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and start firing that thing up and just grind back a little bit, probably along this seam, and just kind of see what we got. So I'll turn this back on in just a little bit. Alright, so like I said, thinking full quarters. Got this exposed so I can start getting this old quarter panel off, and now it's coming back to me. I remember this thing being pretty beat up, and sure enough, there's a lot of spots where I had to fill, and then we got rust here, and also back here there's a hole. So that's definitely good that we're go ahead and redo this whole quarter. And I remember having problems with this. Again, this is one of the first ones I ever did, if not the first. Actually, I think it was the first. And I hate to admit that was even work I did back then, but you know, live and learn, right? So yeah, it's a mess. I'm embarrassed to even show you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and just do the whole quarter. I'm going to go ahead and replace this guy as well. And the other quarter panel, I'm guessing probably going to redo it because I got the same thing, I'm sure, going on right here since that was filled in. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go ahead and redo this quarter panel too, because I remember there's a spot here where the body line is just not right. So just say we're going to do a full quarter on that side too. And I do remember sometime back, the outer wheelhouse on this one is got some issues. I used to drag race this car a lot, so a lot of the stuff back then I really didn't care. Now that I'm trying to make the car actually nice, it's kind of important. But like I said, back then, you know, if I got a little smoke inside the car, I really didn't care when I did a burnout. So, but again, and little plates here from back in those days when I had the roll bar in it and everything. But yeah, so I'm going to call it a day for right now. That's about all the time I got. get back out here again and start getting that molding off, getting inside the door jamb there and all that stuff, get the back glass out. So, but as I get going on this thing, I will turn it back on. Alright, we'll see you in a while. Alright, back out here for a little while again. So the plan today is get the back glass out and probably go ahead and get the grinder out. Start coming around here and start getting this thing kind of loosened up. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get it off today, but get it pretty close hopefully, and go from there. So when I get a little bit of work done, I'll turn this thing back on. Thanks. Alright, so got the back glass out, and of course it was wrapped around, so kind of took the headliner down a little bit as well. Not a problem. If I'm not mistaken, I think I got a brand new headliner somewhere around here for another Camaro I had done. And started cutting this guy away, getting that done. Then I decided to actually start taking the fender off, getting that part of it done. So, but again, gonna call it a day. So when I get back out here, I will turn this thing back on. Alright, thanks. Alright, back out here again, gonna work on the Camaro a little bit. Plan today is to get the fender off, get the upper valance, the grille, get the bumper, lower valance out. I did order up some door hinges, and when I got that fender off, I saw this. I don't remember that being bent, but I don't remember doing anything that would have bent it either, so I don't know. But I got those ordered up. I'm going to go ahead and get those on there. I'll readjust the doors, and then after the doors are adjusted and the new hinges are on, I'm going to go ahead and start getting that quarter panel off. And then I'll start ordering up some full quarters, all that stuff. But for today, like I said, plan is just to get that fender off over here and get the rest of the front clip off basically. I'm going to leave the radiator in it. That way the car is still somewhat movable, and then go from there. But anyways, I'm going to start taking this stuff off, and when I get a little bit done, I'll turn the camera back on. Thank you. Alright, got the other fender off. I left the battery tray in there. I was able to just reconnect it to the radiator support. So, like I said, I want to try to keep this thing mobile as long as possible. That way if I need to pull something else in here and do something, I can get it on the lift. So, but for now, I think I'm going to wrap up this video, call this part of it done. When I actually start working on the quarter panels, I will turn that back on, or turn it back on, and we'll go ahead and start a new video there. But for now, I think I'm just going to call it a day. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.